Dante, who's been kind of your biggest helper to kind of become such a big piece of this Mavs offense so quickly, just kind of thrown in there and all of a sudden just contributing right away?
Yeah, I think, it's been a team effort from everyone. Everyone on the coaches' staff, when I wasn't playing a lot, we were working every day, because once this opportunity came, I need to kind of take it. And, you saw with how the people were playing me, so I just kept working. But everyone's been great and supportive and making sure that I go out there and play confident. Even coach pulled me. Keith walked up on the sideline and said, "Hey, go play your game." It's been everyone.
Jason just told us that even when Kyrie comes back, you'll probably be starting. Has he told you that?
No, no. It doesn't matter if I'm starting, coming off the bench. I think for me, it's always going into the game with the same mindset. So, obviously it's nice to start and be rewarded by that. But, I want to go in and win every game and play as hard as I can. So, as long as I'm on the court, I'm able to do that. So,
how about strategically having three ball handlers on the court at the same time? That's why he says. What do you think specifically does that benefit you guys?
Yeah, I think, one of the things we've been saying from the start of the season since training camp is we want to play faster, and I think that gives us the opportunity. Not just having guys that, can just dribble the ball up, but guys that are primary ball handlers that know how to start an offense, create offense, and can get in the paint and create for others. So I think that's, real beneficial for our team. And, I know when Luka's out there, I need to run transition a bit more. I tend to come back to the ball a bit more, but I think it's just adjusting to everyone's play style.
What did Luka say to you about taking that tip off? I think he thought he was going to finally get him one.
Oh, no, I had to take that. No, I honestly didn't even see him there. I was just trying not to get a offensive goaltend, but I think it's a strength of ours, being able to, we shoot a lot of threes, and a lot of people don't box out, so it's just about crashing from the corners, and I try and do it as much as possible, but, guys are starting to box me out.
Luka's going to take your bike away.
Oh, no, that's already been loaded up in the car. That's why I was after coach. That's why I was talking after coach. I put that straight in the car. I told anyone else, if they don't want it, send it my way. So.
Were you surprised?
Yeah, of course. Yeah, when you walk in and there's just bikes lined up. No, it's a great gift, and I always love Christmas. Just that joy of seeing everyone happy, and it's just about family.
Was it lined up before the game, or did they bring him in?
No, it was when we walked into the locker room after the game. Yeah, so the meeting was short because we were just so excited about the bikes.
Even with all the injuries and stuff happening within the team, what would you say is a team kind of morale and camaraderie around this time of year?
Yeah, I think it's good. Obviously injuries suck, but I think the guys that have been out have still felt a part of this team and helped this team as much as possible. They're still around every day, and talk to Josh, talk to Maxi, even Kai's on the bench, talking to guys and helping. So I think that's just kind of where this team needs to go. If a guy's not trying to help in any way possible.
You obviously have the skill set to be a really adaptable player and play different roles. But in terms of your approach, how do you manage juggling backup point guard, playing the wing, the kind of variety of capacities you're filling for this team right now?
Yeah, I just try to do whatever the team needs. I think that's the most important thing. I knew coming back into the NBA, that was going to be one of the biggest things, just trying not to pigeonhole myself into one position and one role. If I was able to show that I was able to do multiple things and kind of excel at that, then it'll give me more opportunity, and that's where it's led me.
What has helped you to make the most of this opportunity, mentally, emotionally?
Yeah, I think I've worked too hard to get here. I've said, it's a testament to my trainers, my family, everything that we've kind of been through, that I knew once I got back here, I didn't want to, be in the position I was, 2 years ago. I feel like I deserve to be here, and I deserve to be part of an NBA organization. So I made sure I'll do everything I can to stay. And I think, it was after that Lakers game, when they started sagging off me, and when we played at the Lakers and they started sagging off me, and I knew I was like, this isn't going to be my season of just, guys playing off me and, we having to adjust to me being on the floor and not being able to shoot. So, I just stepped up in my confidence and working hard that, I can be on the floor and not be someone that was like, let him shoot.
How do you think your game improved the last couple of years in Europe?
Yeah, I think the confidence, I can't talk enough about confidence and just being confident. I think I showed, glimpses of it, when I was in the NBA before. But I think coming back, obviously I was in and out of being healthy back then, but coming back, it was just, making sure I stick to what I know, what I'm good at, and just being happy in the moment. That's been important for me. Just enjoying the moment and making the most of it. That's what I've done. Perfect. Thank you, guys.
It's up with the bike.
Oh, Luka gave us that for Christmas.
Everybody?
Everyone.
Everybody got a bike?
Everyone. Everyone.
Is there any meaning behind that?
Nope. Just a great teammate. Very appreciative.
Coach got one too?
Everyone.
So
We didn't get any.
where's that rank in Christmas presents you've got from teammate?
Number one. Hands down. You need to ask Markeith that same question. See what he says.
Okay,
Answers.
that's a good challenge.
Yeah, it's a great challenge. I'll give you a hint. He was with the Wizards when it happened.
Okay.
There you go. I just give you a hint. Give you a little hint.
Yeah, well, how do you feel about the way you guys have held this thing together pretty well during a pretty serious rash?
I mean, guys are just battling, man. I mean, it's tough, but we're not gonna feel sorry for ourselves. I mean, we still gotta go out there and play. I mean, we got so many injuries, so many guys out right now. Key components to this team and helping us win ball games that we just gotta hold down the fort, hold it down until these guys get back. Our guys get back. So we're trying to do that as best our abilities, and we're gonna keep on fighting.
When did you find out that Wembanyama got hurt during warmups?
Did not know. I went into halftime and I saw on my phone that everything was going crazy, and I was like, what happened? And then kind of the video showed for itself, so I was like, oh, okay.
Tim, you being one of the leaders on this team, what have you kind of invoked in these young guys and guys that haven't got that many minutes to feel confident when they're out on the court?
Yeah, I mean, they have to. I mean, yesterday, for example, in Houston, I think the great guys did a great job of competing, even though it was a tough situation. The guys were competing that were out there for the whole fourth. And they need to continue to do that. I mean, like today, for example, if you have that opportunity up 30, 40 points, you come in the game, you got to still play the right way. You still got to go out there and do what we do. When we're in practice and when we watch film, you got to try to go out there, execute everything on both ends of the floor. And you saw Coach, pull the guys out and put some of the starters and some of the guys back in. So just learning experience, they'll get better.
When the team is healthy and complete again, what do you think this stretch will have done for this group in terms of guys getting a chance to try different roles as you're saying, the young guys coming in, having to prove themselves in some of those games?
I think it helps out tremendously, especially down the road. Guys knowing what to do out there on the floor, knowing their role, knowing what they have to do on both ends of the floor to be successful to help the team win. At this point, I think during the season, you start to see guys, find their niche, find what they do great for the team, and they just got to accept it and move on and do whatever they can to go out there and be productive.
Do you have a favorite memory of NBA basketball on Christmas, whether it's you playing or seeing your dad play?
I think my favorite memory was, I think it was me playing on Christmas when I was in New York, and being able to have them sit there courtside and watch me play, him and my mom. It was awesome. I mean, even though we lost that game, it was something I really cherish. At MSG, he used to play against them, and now he was watching me as a spectator, as a fan, as a father. So that was something I really cherish.
You guys have used more small ball lineups with, Derek sideline with injury. You started tonight and, there's success against the Clippers, but at times tonight, you guys, I think went with Powell, like kind of midway through. How do you think that's been going with the small ball groups, and what do you think could be kind of improved upon as you guys get more reps with that?
I think that's a great question for Coach. To answer, we're just out there trying to compete, man. If he calls our number, we gotta go out there and execute the game plan. Small ball for us, it really helps. We get to pick up the pace a little bit more, switch a little bit more, so it helps us out.
You and Sohan exchanging Christmas gifts?
Yeah. I keep receipts. After the first game, I didn't forget about the elbow.
Thank you. You didn't ride your bike over here?
No, I'm charging it. I'm charging it. I'm charging it.
In less than 24 hours, how do you assess this game compared to last night?
77. That's how good he is. No, I think not just Luka, but Exum. I thought them having the energy and then taking control of the game. But I thought the group, again, played well. We started to shoot the ball. We shot the ball a lot better than we did last night. But a great character win, too, because we could have felt sorry for ourselves about our performance last night, but we turned the page and a much-needed win before we go to Phoenix for Christmas.
Jason, obviously a lot of guys have been getting minutes that maybe wouldn't have because of all these injuries, some young guys as well. What have you thought of AJ Lawson, kind of his emergence, and what you thought of his play?
Yeah, AJ's been great. The speed, the energy. He's shooting the ball well, shoots the ball extremely well at home. And so the time that he's been on the floor has been a positive for us. And, we're going to need that with the injuries that we have. As you know, it gets tricky when we get healthy because those guys won't play as much. But right now we can only stay in the moment, and we need those guys to play at a high level, and AJ is doing that for us right now.
Has Dante given you something to think about as far as a permanent role for him, even when you guys are all healthy?
Yeah, it's ironic. He ended the game, and that's, when we got him, that's kind of the role, the third point guard. But what he's done is put himself as a starter, and we'll probably keep him as a starter. As if we're healthy tomorrow, he's going to start with Kai and Luka. So when you have three ball handlers, I think we figured that philosophy out. That ingredient of having three playmakers out there makes the game easier for Kai and Luka, and it puts a lot of pressure on the defense. And so to have Exum out there, it helps.
And, Luka, obviously, he's not defending the point guards. Consider Dante's best position defensively.
Yeah, he's guarding the best perimeter or one of the best wings. When you look at what D. Jones is doing for us, he's guarding one of the best wings or the point guard. And so those two just flip-flop, and they've done a really good job of defending for us. It gives us a big guard and then a big wing, and those two are doing it, for us right now.
When did you learn that Victor was not going to play?
Yeah, I found out, the honest truth, I found out from Duds. I'm not going to lie to you. I found out from Duds when I was sitting there drawing up the play, and I thought he was playing around. But he said that Pop told him to tell me that Victor was a late scratch. And so I didn't know what had happened. And then they told me he twisted his ankle. But that's all I was told.
Have you ever seen a situation where you got a guy who's out because he stepped on a ball with his foot?
No, this is rare. This is probably one of the first, that is, a ball boy is taking a player out. But, it's just a freak accident. I haven't seen the play. I've heard about it. But I know a lot of people came to see Victor play tonight. And hopefully next time they come, he does.
Back to Dante for a second. What have you seen from him in transition? It seems like he's been able to kind of lull defenders to sleep a little bit and then attack. I'm curious kind of how you evaluate his play there.
Yeah, I think his pace, when we talked about it at the beginning of the year, he's part of us playing faster, being able to get the ball up the court, being a bigger guard, being able to use Kai and Luka, and the attention that they get is to be able to beat his guy off the dribble. And again, being that bigger guard, he can use his height to get to the basket or to be able to find an open guy.
Have anything fun planned before the Christmas game?
Just hang out with the group. We'll fly tomorrow. It's a late flight, but celebrate Christmas tomorrow and with the family, and then be with the extended family in Phoenix. Have a dinner, and hopefully everybody has wrapped their gifts up or unwrapped them, and we'll be ready for tomorrow.
When you call that late timeout, obviously the game's not in question, but what message are you trying to send there?
Yeah, the message, when your teammates build a lead like that, you got to respect the game, and you got to play the right way. And so I thought we took the ball out, we threw it to them. We were just being lackadaisical, opposite of what took place in Houston. That group played hard, and so that was the message sent. Hopefully they got it, and hopefully we're in that situation again on Christmas.
What are some of your fondest memories of playing or coaching on Christmas?
That's a good question. Really, it's just another day. I mean, we don't get holidays in this profession. So playing as a kid, I said it earlier, you watched, the guys play on Christmas, MJ and those guys, and you want to play on Christmas, and you check the box there. You want to win on Christmas. You want to play at home on Christmas. But it's the world is watching, and the game is global. You have a lot of international stars playing on Christmas, so it's a great thing for our youth of basketball, but for the world to watch the best players play. Thanks.
Thank you, Coach. Dante Exum.